Mahadev. Jupiter Rahu conjunction, which is one of the most interesting, complex, difficult to understand, very popular conjunction in Vedic astrology. What are the results and why it is called Guru Chandala Yoga? Let's figure it out in this video today. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and watch till the end. So, what is Rahu? Rahu is the shadow planet which works behind the scene, which makes us act subconsciously, engage in endeavors and accomplish tasks and goals, ask questions, discover truth. And what is Jupiter? Jupiter is the Guru. It is the higher spiritual, divine, philosophical learning which we are supposed to learn from the Gurus, teachers, elders, fatherly figures or the Father himself. So when both of them, Jupiter and Rahu, come together in one house, one sign, what happens? Well, here Rahu is supposed to refine the Jupiter's energy. Why? Because in the previous births, Jupiter significance was not developed properly. So in this lifetime, Jupiter and Rahu is supposed to work together hand in hand in unison in favor of the native to develop his or her consciousness. But does that happen easily? Let's understand. You see, when the Rahu's energy is very raw, it is not mature enough. Rahu has this nature of Floccinaucinihilipilification. Floccinaucinihilipilification, which means habit of estimating everything as worthless. So they don't want to accept everything. I have seen people, those who have Rahu in the Trikon, which is like triangular houses 1, 5 and 9, these people, they don't want to accept other people, they don't want to give respect to other people, So let's see, he has studied in Harvard, he is very knowledgeable, he has done a PhD. I have seen many PhD like that. Then somebody says to his son, we should go to the Sunday Mass, Father, we should listen to Father Stephen. That will teach us, he will teach us a lot of things. You want to be a jolly good Christian, don't you? So this is what Rahu does, Rahu doesn't want to accept, he doesn't want to learn. So here, unfortunately, he has gotten the, association of Jupiter. And Rahu wants to be alone. I have explained this in my last video, right? Rahu and Saturn, you must watch that. So, Rahu wants to be alone. He is the, wild flower. He wants to grow and spread everywhere. And he has gotten a roommate here, Jupiter. And he is the studious guy. He studies all the time and tries to inculcate all the principles and all the tradition and the customs and the, all the rituals and the religious principles and the higher learning, and tries to disturb Rahu. Rahu doesn't like that, and he questions that. Why should I learn all your customs and your culture and all of that? Why should I follow? He questions it. Because he is very intelligent. Rahu is the scientist. He is the natural scientist within. He is very intelligent. Right? So, because Jupiter is there with him, so he has to somehow imbibe all the qualities, and before imbibing, before grasping all the qualities, he has to question it, refine it, and then he will take in all of that. So this is one of the best conjunction. It is very good. Why? Because it makes scientists. Many scientists will be born in these conjunctions, are born. Many people, even in my family, there are one or two, or I have seen during consultations. These people are very, when they are a bit mature, they are very open towards learning, and they know when to ask the right question, how to ask, how to learn. All of this, that makes them into a very refined soul. Right? So, you see, Jupiter is supposed to give you all of that, the higher learning, the spiritual learning, the philosophical higher learning, which you are supposed to be, experiencing in this life by going with your life, proceeding ahead with your life. So when you get association of Rahu, who is the smart, very, very cunning, very intuitive, powerful energy, that process should become very easy, right? It should become very fun, fun loving and very comfortable. So all of that happens towards the later part, but initially there are struggle. There are struggle like when these people do all of this questioning and they do all of this disobedience. Their parents become annoyed, the teachers become annoyed, right? They end up become very, they engage in delinquency. So they break a lot of rules, they rebel against all of the rules because they just don't want to simply take in all of that, and which is correct, absolutely correct, right? So, and of course there should be little discipline. The Saturn, the Saturn has to be looked after. But what happens, there is another one bad side. What is that? For example, while trying to learn all of that, which principle is right, which ritual is correct, which religion is correct, why this, Father Stephen, what he taught this, why he taught that, all of that, when he figures all it out, that particular individual, that boy or the girl or the teenage, girl or a boy, they somehow figure out that I have not, mastered it yet. I have not mastered the Jupiter yet. Because that is supposed to happen. Here the Rahu is supposed to refine the Jupiter, right? That is job, that is the goal of this conjunction. So he somehow figures it out. Yes, I don't know that. So they try to overcompensate, like same as the Rahu Sun. They don't know what they are in the Rahu Sun. So they become very pompous, who I am, and they become, very pompous, boisterous. But here, they don't know what is that right custom is, what right principles are, what right rituals are. So they are trying to figure out all that out. So they somehow showcase that they know all of that. They have understood. So they put up a show. They put up a fake, a facade where they showcase that they have understood, they are the religious man. Oh, I am the best Christian, I am the best Hindu, I know all of that. But inside, he is that same thing is still there, Floccinaucinihilipilification. Okay, he still thinks, no, this is useless. I am doing all of this just to showcase so that I don't feel left out. So this is a very bad side. This can be very dangerous. This can make somebody into a very dogmatic person. But the same thing, when again matures and again gets into some refining happens, what happens? Later on, these are the people, they become very, very smart and they questions all the dogmatic belief. Trying to put up a facade and showcase that I am also a religious person, I am also a very good person who follows all the manners and mannerisms, and not understanding and becoming somehow dogmatic. Later on, he is the one who questions the dogmas, who questions the fanatic beliefs and rebels against it and brings reform. These are the people, these particular energies, these are the people, those who brought in all this reform in our societies. There have been, many freedom fighters. I don't know all of their horoscopes, but this particular energy, right? They are the one, those who can actually bring reform. And all of that becomes internalized, and when they do it within themselves, they become very refined souls. Wonderful individuals, See, scientists are not, the scientific discovery and spiritual discovery, it's like, the railway tracks, same thing, going in the same direction, right? Towards the truth itself. Here somebody finding the truth through the conventional science, whether it can be anything, physics, chemistry, philosophy, or anything, right? There somebody is learning the religious, spiritual philosophies and finding out truth. So these people, they actually become the researchers or they are in the true quest of truth when they become mature, right? Because the asking, the nature of asking questions, that never goes away, they keep on asking questions unless until they find, unless until get that conviction. Yes, conviction is the word. They have to have that conviction. When all the answers are solved, all the all, if not all, most answers are solved, then they have that conviction. Yes, I know this is, I have been asking this question again and again, then they know. But before that, there are so many trial and testing, so many failures, so many overcompensation and putting that facade of yes, I have learnt it and all of that, and even getting in association with wrong gurus, wrong teachers, that also, because they can be naive towards the beginning, because they do not know, they are asking questions, right? First they don't want to accept anybody, then they want to accept, and while trying accepting, they don't know how to refine, then slowly all of that comes in the beginning. So it's a very it's a long process, but towards the end of the process, it makes the man with a refined intellect, refined discrimination power, conscientiousness comes, and all that self-conscious activity comes, which is really wonderful. So this is a very good conjunction, very good. It is not that only the Jupiter Ketu conjunction is good and this is bad. No. Here the paths are different, the notion are different. So you have to understand, if you have got this, you are very lucky, very lucky. Just that you should not be arrogant, you should not make other people feel that you don't respect them, be respectful towards everyone. Learn, keep learning, asking questions, wonderful things. We are here to ask a lot of questions, right? And never believe unless until you have found out the truth, right? So this is a phenomenal quality of us. So see, this is wonderful, this Nachiketa, the Nachiketa in the Upanishads is one character. You can Google and learn about him. I don't want to make the video long. So very nice. This only asking questions, only we can figure out everything by asking questions. Other people, they don't ask, they just take it for granted. What about, okay, yeah, you do this, I will do that. Why? Ask questions. Why should I do that? Then, because whenever you take something blindly, there comes so many difficulties, blind faith and blind all this dogmatism, fanaticism, spiritual radicalism, the religious radicalism, all of this brings in all the bloodshed and all of that, right? But when the true people, the real people, those who don't follow blindly, those who use their intellect, those who use their scientific nature of Rahu, right? Whether he has Rahu Jupiter conjunction or not, when he uses the Rahu, they go towards the the truth easier. The same man who doesn't want to listen to Father Stephen, he finds out in the bus stop and he gives him a lift, and both reach the same destination. I hope you understand what I mean, right? So this is very good. So keep learning and don't disrespect, and know this, that other people's knowledge and other people's experience and their insights are also important, because that is their journey. Your journey is different. So you should never disregard that. Everybody's journey is unique. Okay? And find your own path. I don't want to tell you what to do. Find your own path. Okay? I hope this could help. Har Har Mahadev. Please watch the series, the Rahu conjunction series, and other videos to come. Please subscribe, and if you like the video, and let me know what do you think. What is your insight about this? What do you think about this video? What is your own experience? Let me know. I would love to read your comments. Okay? Har Har Mahadev.